Well, g'day there. Welcome back to another vocal analysis here. My name is Dr. Dan. For those of you who have not met me before, I know many of you have, but some of you might not have. Today we are going to be, again, reviewing Morissette. And this is a performance that those of you who do subscribe and regularly watch the channel have been asking me to do a review of. This is the Asia Song Festival 2017 performance. It's kind of a number of songs done over, I think the whole thing goes for nearly 11 minutes. And because it goes for nearly 11 minutes, you know how normally I would review, and I usually do as a part of my analysis, I usually do watch the performances through a few times so that I can, have a look at what are we analysing, what are we going to be talking about. I haven't in this one. This is literally going to be a first viewing for me. And so I'm interested to see what comes out of it, in part because the whole thing's 11 minutes, right? And so I'm going to be writing this with the rest of you. First time viewing, and I expect to hear amazing singing from Morissette. It's, because she is amazing. This is not in her home country of the Philippines, though. This is in South Korea, this performance. Let's dive in. Let's see what Morissette gives us to enjoy, but also to analyse, and what can we glean from her performance. As people, remembering here at Voice Essentials, we are a Learn to Sing channel. And so from that viewpoint, looking at it through that lens, what can we learn and apply to our own singing? Here we go. This will be a long one, 11 minutes, but I think it'll be a fun ride.
You drive me to my house, I can't stop these silent tears from falling down. You and I both have to hide on the outside. If I can't be yours and you can't be mine.
This is wonderfully live. That's my first impression. It's wonderfully live. Firstly, you can really hear the open space in the recording. It sounds like we're getting just a really live feed from the mic. But the other thing that tells me that it's wonderfully live, and very little, if possibly, if any, this might literally be the desk mix. And I know typically when I make these sorts of statements, someone jumps on into the comments and either corrects me or affirms. You let me know. I know there will be someone watching who knows exactly the nature of this performance. So please educate us all. Tell us, is it just a direct recording from the desk? Has it been edited in post? One of the things that suggests to me that there's very little post-editing going on in here is the vocal. There's inaccuracy in the pitching. It's a very live pitching. No human being is perfect with their pitching. We are biologically imperfect by nature. Yes, there are those who are far more accurate with their pitching than most, of course. The majority of I'm talking professional singers here, still have imperfection in their pitch accuracy. In my humble opinion, That's a good thing. I don't want to listen to robots. I don't want to listen to AI voice. I want to listen to blood and muscle human beings. With that authenticity comes imperfection. And actually, I prefer that. I don't just, tolerate it. No, I prefer it. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. I'll just take it back a smidge and have a listen to what the pitch does, particularly down low here.
Silent tears from falling down. You and I will have to hide on the outside. If I can't be yours and you can't be mine.
That was just went a little bit flat there.
I know this. We got a love that is homeless. Why can't you hold me in the street? Why can't I kiss you on the dance floor?
Isn't that a lovely line?
I wish that it could be like that. Why can't it be like that? 'Cause I'm yours. Why can't I say that I'm in love? I wanna shout it from the rooftops. I wish that it could be like that. Why can't it be like that?
Technically, watch what she does with her head there. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. There's a thing, this is a bit disputed, but there's a thing referred to as the cricothyroid tilt. It's where the thyroid cartilage sitting on top of the cricoid cartilage tilts, and it causes the visor of the thyroid to just tilt forward. What that does is it empowers the elongation of the vocal folds. Now, if a singer tilts their head back, then they're actually restricting that cricothyroid tilt, because the muscles are being held up. But notice what Morissette does. Ba-da-da-da-da. She moved just that little bobblehead. That movement forward actually enables, it empowers, it enhances that movement, that tilting of the thyroid cartilage. Really important, really impressive.
Why can't you hold me in the street? Why can't I kiss you on the dance floor? I wish that it could be like that. Why can't it be like that? 'Cause I'm yours. Why can't I say that I'm in love? I wanna shout it from the rooftops. I wish that it could be like that. Why can't it be like that? 'Cause I'm yours. It's obvious you're
Lovely movement through that low point. Great. Pretty staging. Really pretty.
Second every thought, I'm in so deep, but I'll never show it on my face. But I know this, we got a love that is homeless. Why can't you hold me in the
So we get a little bit of Morissette squeak here. Remember, this is back in 2017. I think that would put us before the point at which she was very strongly recommended, and my understanding is she has gone with this recommendation to reduce significantly those Mori squeaks because of the wear and tear, because of the high cost item that it is. But it's going to be interesting in this performance, which I think is prior to when she was instructed to do that. It's going to be interesting to hear how many squeaks do we hear as it goes along. Count them. By the end of the performance, you tell me how many do you think? Okay, I've heard one. I'm writing it down. One. Let's see how many we get by the end.
Why can't I kiss you on the dance
Was that a squeak? I was talking, I wasn't listening.
I wish that it could be like that. Why can't it be like that? It's on
Yep. 1, 2.
I don't want to live like this way. I don't want to hide this away. I wonder if it ever will change. I'm living for that day. Someday. Why can't you hold me in the street? Why can't I kiss you on the dance floor? I wish.
It's quite hard to get down there, isn't it, to sustain the air through. And we almost, we don't, but we almost lose the phonatory flow. Have a listen to she just gets there.
I'm living for that day. Someday. Why can't you hold me in the street? Why can't I kiss you on the dance floor?
Gets there.
I wish that it could be like that. Why can't it be like that? 'Cause I'm yours. I'm yours. Why can't you hold me and
Oh, do we count that one?
yours? I'm yours. Why can't you hold me in the street? Why
3.
can't I kiss you on the dance floor? I wish that it could be like that.
Oh.
Why can't it be like that? 'Cause I'm yours. Why can't I say that I'm in love? I wanna shout it from the rooftop.
I'm loving how she has built this piece, because now we're at full Maury flight, and yet the voice has just got this beautiful tone, even that higher moment where she's still giving us that bobblehead tilt. Those upper notes are no longer, light, they're full bodied, but they're still so well formed. Oh, great.
I wish that it could be like that. Why can't it be like that? 'Cause
I'm gonna count that, but I love it. I love it.
I wanna shout it from the rooftop. I wish that it could be like that. Why can't it be like that? 'Cause I'm yours. Why can't it be like that? Wish we could be like that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Such big,
Good evening,
powerful
everybody.
singing.
안녕하세요. Morissette 다문입니다. My name is Morissette and I am from the Philippines, mabuhay! Thank you so much. I am so happy to be here with all of you tonight, and it's very, very grateful to be a part of this year's Asia Song Festival. Thank you so much for being so warm. Such a beautiful country you all have here, and you guys are amazing. Are you guys ready for another song? This next song is a little more upbeat, and if you guys know the song, I would like to invite all of you to dance with me and sing along. This is for all of you. Play music.
I love that patter. Wasn't it so warm? It was inclusive. It outroed and introed. Good patter is a skill. And Maury showed us that she's well worn in that skill. She's well developed. And at no point did we hear any apologies. So often in patter we hear, the talking between things of very apologetic, and I hope you like it, and all this sort of stuff. No, it was confident, it was comfortable, it was warm, it was inclusive, it invited people in, it told people what they're to expect, how to participate. Good patter. I mean, that'll only get classed as one squeak, but I've never heard her do it that big before. We're up to 7 squeaks, by the way. Wow. Listen to that. Listen to that again. What? I was so captivated by the riffing and running that that took me completely by surprise. Let's quickly talk to the riffs and runs. So in the previous song, it was so much straighter. And this is important. You know, when you are riffing and running and making those choices to add that melisma, do so appropriately. Make sure the piece is wanting that. Not just you shoving as many notes into as single a crotchet as you possibly can. This piece needs the riff and run, and that's what Morissette's doing. And then she goes and does the biggest Maury squeak I have ever heard. Yeah. Come on. Loving the growl. It's interesting because what we haven't done is counted how many growls we've heard. And this speaks to the challenge of what she's doing with her voice in just this 10-minute moment. There is so many high-cost items going on here that if this is all she ever did, this one 10-minute performance, not a problem. Seriously, it almost certainly would not be a problem. But it's when that's what becomes expected of the artist, that's what they've got to front up and do every night, every performance. And look, not every performance is only 10 minutes long, right? Most performances are so much more, much longer, multiple sets, and you're having to do that night in, night out. To add this much load, this much cost to the voice, this is why she was professionally instructed. You got to rein that in. Don't eliminate it completely. We do want to hear it every now and then, but it needs to be the exception, not the rule. And I'm so glad she's chosen to listen to that advice and implement it in her singing, because otherwise we may not have much more Maury going forward, but that hasn't been the outcome, which is excellent.
Going
love that low center of gravity in what she's doing. And this song, because it's very much a get up and dance kind of piece, right? The beat gives us that permission. And that level of beat there could be you could find yourself becoming very tense even in that movement, but she's keeping that low center of gravity, getting down low, activating her lower support structures, her thighs, buttocks, pelvic floor, lower and mid abs, keeping it all activated so that up top it's nice and free. The voice is never finding itself locking up. Did we nail that run? Have a listen again. I don't think so. Now that was interesting. I'm not going to count that as a squeak, that one, because what I think that was an inhale with the vocal folds not quite retracting enough, and so we get a little bit of tension in the inhale. I could be wrong because I'm listening to this for the first time. Let me have a listen again. Yeah, I think that's a retraction issue where we're starting to build up a bit of intrinsic tension. And of course, because this is high intensity, high cost singing, and I think the voice is starting to load up a little bit. That was whistle tone, and I'm not going to count that as a squeak, despite the fact that, because the squeak is momentary, so we're just going to leave that as whistle tone, but one could give that like five ticks of whistle of squeak. You know, how good does that sound? I'm going to take it back. Have a listen to the way she finds the position and then just sits it there. But a little bit of disturbance in the whistle. Yeah, have a listen. It's not what I would call the cleanest whistle going around, and I think it's because it's on the back of we're up to 8.5 minutes of singing here, of full blast singing. Like, this is heavy load. Have a listen. There's this a little bit of constriction. Unless it's the compressor just jagging it a little. Don't know. So up, isn't it? again. Very low support. You hear that there, right at the end. Hear the whistle tone just becoming intermittent. The whistle tone is formed by a very specific posture of the vocal folds. This is why not everyone in the human population can create whistle tone, because it's a very particular posture and it requires a very, very high motor movement of the vocal folds at a very high oscillatory rate. Any swelling in the vocal folds, any sense of fluid retention or any muscular tension for that matter can lead to some disruptive nature of that phonatory pattern. Have a listen to right at the end, we hear it just cuts in and out a bit. Hear that? I'm going to put one more squeak on the end there.
Thank you. Kamsahamnida. And as we say in our country, maraming salamat po. Thank you, everybody. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Making the comments about the disruption to the whistle tone does not in any way diminish how amazing it is to be able to do that, right? It just shows that the load has a cost. So I counted, I'm counting eight squeaks. But the further I got into it, what I thought to myself, actually, it's not the squeaks that I should have been counting. It should have been the growls, because the level of vocal growl that she was doing a lot of, which is a wonderful feature, but equally it's such a high cost item, and it leads to the vocal folds sort of going into a protective mode where they start to retain some fluid, and it's all with an intent to sort of protect the vocal folds themselves. And so when we get to that very end and we go for that clean whistle tone, the voice is not in a pristine condition that whistle tone would typically require. But there is, I'm making I'm critiquing here with the view to, for us as singers who want to be able to do this sort of stuff. That does not take away. That was a fabulous performance. I loved the energy of that second piece, and the fact that we really got to see that contrast between the two pieces. One that was more power ballad and full belt, and the second one which is more, up, pop, dance. Yeah, great. Thanks for the recommendation, everyone. For those of you who have been asking, there's quite a few of you asking me to have a look at that one, and it was an interesting experience for me to not have previewed this piece before doing the analysis. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed Morissette. We always enjoy Morissette here, right? We love her. Very much looking forward to seeing you in the next vocal analysis. I'll see you again soon. I'm Dr. Dan. Sing well.